you last night?
Well, considering it was at Golden State and they've struggled at home at Golden State, it became impressive because the high-flying scoring machine of Luka and company was coming to town and they put up a lot of points. Golden State defensively held them to 100 points.
Very impressive. I give that up, man.
Right? Although Kyrie and Luka combined for 57 points between the two of them, they only shot 37.5% from three, where Golden State was efficient at what they did. They shot, 46%, 47% from three. That's a much higher clip.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, that's, that you win right there in terms of win share. You automatically win there. But defensively, the rest of the dudes, as I've been telling y'all, you and Paul, who played in the NBA, who's a Hall of Famer, who should know better, those two dudes could score all the points in the world. Where's everybody else? Everybody else, no one showed up. The depth wasn't there. No one else contributed for the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Where you got contributions from literally everybody on Golden State team, although the two guys at the back, the Splash Brothers, didn't score a lot of points.
No,
but they was efficient.
Yeah.
They just was.
Steph wasn't efficient. He shot 5 of 18.
Well, so but he shot 5 of 18. But to combine, though, when I say efficiency, they on the floor, they just somehow they was in sync together.
Yeah, they played a good basketball game.
They played a good basketball game across the board. And then you get wild man Draymond. He obviously contributed. He was 5 of 8 from the field.
Hey, down the stretch, Draymond was special last night.
And then Wiggins played well, was the leading scorer.
He was very good.
So when you start to put that all together, you're getting it from everybody opposed to just two guys and no help from anybody else.
Yeah.
That's going to eventually catch up to the Mavs, as I tried to tell y'all. In this whole notion that they got better on defense because of the trade deadline. When? When did they ever really get better on defense? They ticked up slightly for a couple games?
Luka's been playing harder on defense, but he's more in the old Larry Bird style of
but
he
it's
gets
a
his
wash.
hands on balls.
But it's also a wash.
He deflects.
If the guy that I'm guarding is getting 26 and I'm getting 32, that's a wash.
Yeah, but he usually gets his 32. All right. The most impressive thing to me was that Steph did not have a Steph-alicious kind of night. 5 of 18. He scored 13 total points. He had 4 turnovers, which is not great. He had 7 assists, which is just middling. It's not like he took the game over as the pure point guard. And yet, to your point, they stood strong and they won in the fourth quarter. And yet, a lot of it was because this is so weird to me. Luka was spectacular for 3 quarters last night.
Yeah.
And then in the fourth quarter, which he is wont to do, he kind of defers to Kyrie. It's like, okay, you take over. I'll give you the steering wheel.
Is that because he doesn't want it? Because it would be, if you said that about LeBron, if I said that, you'd be like, LeBron didn't want it in the fourth quarter.
Last year, he was a little resentful that they went and got Kyrie as their new closer. And this year, they've been more 50-50 until last night. And Luka in the fourth quarter took 3 shots, made 1, missed both of his threes, and scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. Well, it became a very close game. And yet, wait a second, Kyrie got his 10 and kept them in the game. But look at Steph. He went 0 for 2 in the fourth quarter. So it wasn't a Steph game at all. It was Draymond going 3 of 3 in the fourth quarter. And by the way, I won't show you this, but Draymond had a huge late block. There's 1:30 left. But it was a big last stand kind of block underneath the basket where he played to the crowd. And that crowd was very energized. But I got to show you one play late in the game where Golden State was very fortunate because Dallas made a late push thanks to Kyrie, who is the ultimate closer to me. But now look at this Clay play. On an inbounds after Kyrie had made a couple of free throws, they inbounds to Clay. He just runs with the basketball. I don't know if we have the side view of it, but yeah, here we go. He just stumbles and runs with the basketball. That's traveling, man. He took 3 steps without a dribble. He traveled. And look at Luka. He's just saying he traveled.
And he missed it.
I guess they're not going to call that at Golden State because the crowd was going crazy.
Well, you either going to do one or two things in this situation, though, Skip. I could blow the whistle and call a foul for pushing him in the back.
I don't know.
Or
I don't think there was a push.
what do you mean it wasn't a push? That dude shoved him in the back.
I don't see any push.
Look at the.
all.
Oh my God, man!
I don't see
I
a
gotta
push.
get your eyes checked,
No,
Skip.
I don't see a push.
I'll show you right now.
Okay.
Look, he's pushing him in the back.
He just had his hand on.
pushing
He
him
didn't
in the
push.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, Clay couldn't get the handle, and he's just.
He just pushed him in the.
He might have touched his butt a little bit.
Skip. He
There's no
pushed him in
push.
the back.
A push?
Yes.
You got to get your eyes checked, man.
Oh my goodness!
I thought you played football.
You can't see that
that's
right.
not a foul.
Oh my God!
That's a foul to you?
You're telling me in the small of his back, that arm extends.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
You're the one saying NFL's going to flag football. That looked like flag
I wish
basketball.
I could get up and telestrate this and slow it down and circle it
Seriously?
for you to see.
I mean, even Luke is saying.
Oh my
travel,
goodness! Because Luka
travel.
can't see the guy push him in the back.
Yeah. I mean, Clay can't get the handle, and he just runs with the basketball. You got to call this.
He's pushing
He
him.
was not. It maybe fingertipped him. He fingertipped him.
When
He didn't
I'm going in a certain direction and you push me, my momentum is going to force me to continue to go in that direction. Skip.
Yeah. Would you call that if you were the referee? Would you call
I
it
probably
travel?
wouldn't call either because I'm watching him push him in the back. That's a push. Oh my God.
He fingertips him on the butt. He just, come on.
God.
Okay. All right. So
You're blind as a
okay.
bat, man.
I've
You
got.
always
I'm
claim you can't
20/20.
see
I got
nothing.
LASIK, man. I got LASIK.
You always claim you can't see that.
I don't see any push. I don't see push.
I'm gonna show you
They
where
should
the
have
push is at.
flag basketball.
I'm gonna
That's
show
not
you.
a push.
I'm gonna just show you, Skip.
He's just
I'm gonna show
fingertipped
you.
him.
Look at it. Well, no, right there. Give me
not
that.
bad.
No, give me that. I'm gonna show you. It's a push in the
on.
inbound. Why, y'all?
Yeah.
No, I want to show Skip.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Skip, I'm gonna show you. Look.
You need CGI.
Look, he pushed him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm done.
Okay. Somebody in the control room help him with some CGI. We need some magic
Oh my
here.
goodness.
That's not.
I'll let
There's
social
nothing.
media get you on that one.
I'll let social media tell me that was a travel. I don't really care.
I don't
what
call
social media says.
call either one of those as a referee though.
Okay.
Because he had his hand literally on
He did
the guy,
That's ridiculous.
and so he
okay.
pushed him. He helped
All
him.
right.
Don't
So
call that.
They're lucky that if Dallas gets the ball back, it's a 2-point game at
Yeah.
that point, and they've got the momentum because they are closing hard thanks to Kyrie. So my point is, Golden State just survived at home, and I wasn't all that in the end impressed with the way it happened because Dallas made the late push. Dallas is really good. I think Dallas is better than Golden State is right now.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I do. You have no
Because
respect for
everybody,
Dallas.
it's not no respect, Skip. I have respect for Kyrie and Luka. Where's everybody else?
Usually it's Tim Hardaway, but he scored 7 last night.
Where's
so he didn't
everybody
make-
else? In the
Yeah.
fourth quarter, 2 of the veterans, actually 3 of the veterans, Wiggins, along with Draymond, you mentioned 3 for 3. Okay.
was.
And then Clay
Yeah.
dropped down 7.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 veterans that have won a championship that knows that basketball is won in the fourth quarter. Basketball games are won in the fourth quarter, not the first or the second. Yeah, you can win a lot in the first or second when you blow people out and they just say, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
But typically they won at the end. That's one of the Lakers' problems is
I
against
got
the
it.
Denver Nuggets. They can't finish in 5 minutes left in the game.
Okay. You keep saying Golden State could flip that switch. I'm not sure they have a switch to flip.
They've been flipping it, though.
Yeah. Well, they've won 5 straight, but
They've been flipping it.
Okay, but against
5 straight
nobody's.
it doesn't matter.
They're winning at Charlotte. You're like, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We getting ready to go on a 5-1 run against nobodies.
Yeah.
We beat the Milwaukee team. I'm trying to think, were they without Giannis? Or
Which are you talking about the
week?
Lakers?
Yeah, just recently.
Yeah.
We beat Milwaukee. Were they with or without Giannis?
I can't remember.
And Dame played. Both of them played. So we beat them.
Yeah.
We lose
Yeah.
to an Indiana team. But we beat all the rest of we're going to beat all the rest of the Torontos and the Washingtons of the world.
I hope so.
Come on. We going to go 5-1 on this road trip. Outside of Indiana and Milwaukee, the rest of them dudes is chopped liver. You can't look at it and criticize the opponent that you play. I don't schedule it as a player. The league schedule it. I'm playing who you put in front of me.
Yeah.
Golden State shouldn't apologize for their opponents.
No.
And neither should Boston, neither should Denver, Phoenix, none of these teams. So when you start talking about, well, they ain't playing nobody, they won 5 in a row, man.
Okay, so Luka goes for 30 last night, but only scored 2 in the fourth quarter. But he goes for 30 and 12 and 11. So he had another triple-double. And he did have 5 turnovers, which I don't love. But I got to quickly show you one shot that he made that made the game 20-20. So it's just a first quarter shot. I'm saying I just don't know if anybody else can do this. It's just one of those. Now it's getting to be every night he makes one shot. Look, like that's a big high off the glass lefty scoop.
That's practice and skill.
My God, on Peyton. And
Wemby had one of those last night.
Way up high.
Wemby had one of those last night.
But obviously Luka's not 7 foot.
No, yeah.
But that's just.
Yeah, that's an easy shot for him, though.
For him? Yeah. But you want to talk about gift. He's got the gift. He is going to be a handful going into the playoffs. He is just, between him and Kyrie, nobody has a backcourt as explosive as this backcourt.
Yeah, but it's not just scoring the points. Role players have got to chip in.
Yeah, I understand.
And I understand Paul says nobody plays defense. Well, you still got to play some D.
Yeah, I think they do play some D. I mean, they held Golden State to 104 for what that's worth at home. That was pretty good. P.J. Washington's been playing big for them. He had 20 last night, and again, Tim Hardaway just comes off the bench, and he just didn't shoot it much. He took 6 shots last night, but he can score 20. I don't know. I think they're going to be